The first time, as far as music, making music, that came together with Bill Carter and myself was being in Stevie Ray Vaughan's Double Trouble, and Bill had done his record Stompin' Grounds, and he'd written the song Willie the Wimp, and Stevie's brother, Jimmy Vaughan, played guitar on it.
I'd never met Jimmy before, just had seen him play with the T-Birds, and I was a big fan. We met the day that we were going to record, just at the studio.
I was just glad that he called me, and I got to do what I wanted, and he wanted me to do that. So, and Ruth too. So we had fun, and there was no pressure, and it was sort of, in my mind, it was an anti-music business.
We were recording, and showing him some songs, and then I think it seems like it was a day or two later that we got this article in the paper. It was in the Austin paper, but it was written by a fellow named Bob Green, who was a journalist, a writer for the Chicago Tribune, I think it's the Tribune. And it was an article about this guy, Willie the Wimp, William Stokes Jr., who was a pimp drug dealer that was murdered and was into Cadillacs, and so they buried him in this coffin that looked like a Cadillac, with wheels and the grill and all this stuff. And it was really a great article. I mean, it was so interesting. And I remember looking at it before we were going to the studio, and I told Ruth, I said, "Man, look at this, man. This is really cool. I mean, we got to do something with this." And this old riff I remember from an old from an old song from where I came from, the dun 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 dun. Stole it basically, and interpreted it in my way, as it were, and. So Ruth and I started writing lyrics to it, and because it was all there, it was all in the article. So we kind of started writing it and driving to the studio, and got to the studio, and I went, "Hey, Jimmy, dig this." It was pretty severe for the time, I'd never heard a song anything like it. So we recorded it.
Do you remember how long it took?
2 takes. Oh, I don't know which one they must have picked, the best one. I don't know.
Was that normal for you, just to knock something out that fast?
Well, when you get excited about something and everything sounds good, you do that. If it takes 3 weeks, you might ought to get a new song.
Stevie said, "Have you heard this record?" I said, "Well, no, I knew you had done it, but I hadn't heard it." And he played the track, Willie the Wimp.
Stevie and Chris and them heard it. They wanted to do it like immediately, but I don't think they told us, because they were afraid to tell us they were going to record it, and then they did it when we weren't paying attention.
We loved it. He said, "I want to start doing this." I said, "Well, yeah, let's do." And so we did, and then we ended up recording it on our live record.
You never know where a song's going to land or wind up. I got a phone call from somebody in Mississippi. And he called and I answered the phone, and he said, "Hey, is this Bill Carter?" And I said, "Yeah." He goes, "This is a detective, somebody, I forget his name, in Jackson, Mississippi or somewhere." And I said, "I didn't do it." But he said, "Well, we're investigating a homicide of this guy." And evidently, I think he told me, for some reason, he did tell me that it was some black guy in a Cadillac that they found murdered. The interesting thing about it was they found him just in the front seat, dead, with a knife stuck in his chest with the lyrics to Willie the Wimp. The poor guy. But I thought, wow. The first thing I thought was, I thought it was pretty cool. In a way, just in my own sick mind, I thought, because it was so unreal. It was like it didn't really happen. It was just like something in a movie or something. I thought, what a cool thing for a movie, but it was actually real. And I told Stevie the story. I thought, man, you got to hear this. And I thought he would, think, wow, that's pretty cool. But he never played the song again. It really affected him. That's where that song wound up.